Hello guys, welcome back to today's session. So today we are going to see about Linux operating system and some of the basic commands we used in Linux. So let's get started. First of all, what is operating system? What is operating system? Operating system means a piece of software that acts as a bridge between human and the computer to perform various function without managing machine language, which means we need to interact with the computer, right? So the computer knows only binary language, which is zeros and ones. So we need some intermediator to interact with the computer, okay, to help us convey whatever we are trying to say. Okay, for that purpose only we have this operating system. So it acts as a bridge between the human and the computer. So it is taking care of all the tasks. Okay. So one of the operating system is Unix. Okay. So it directly, what it will do? It will directly interact with kernel. Which means a way of interacting with computer directly. So this Unix is directly interacting with the kernel, but the disadvantage is it is costly. Okay. So in order to avoid this, they have created different alternative. Okay. In 1993. So in 1993, Linus Torvalds introduced his own kernel, okay, which is free of cost, okay. And GNU, they are from Hate Foundation, so they combined with the Linux and created their own software, okay. Both Linux and GNU combined and created their own operating system, which is Linux, okay. So, what is the difference between Linux and Windows? Linux and Windows difference. Linux is free of cost. Okay, but Windows is we need to pay for license. Okay, so Linux is very fast compared to Windows, but Windows is very slow. Okay, so Windows is home of viruses. Viruses will come and attack, but Linux has virus free. Virus can't penetrate with Linux. For Windows, we need at least 8 GB of storage. But for Linux, just 0.5 GB of storage will be enough. Okay? So that's why nowadays 90% of the people using Linux. Only 10% of the servers are Windows. Okay, there are so many disadvantages in Windows. So that's why most of the servers are running in Linux. Okay. So Linux run in two types. Linux run in two types. One is GUI and the another one is CLI. So GUI means graphical User interface. So what is graphical user interface? So whatever we are seeing now, this screen is the graphics. Okay. We if we want to open calculator means we need to go here, and this is kind of graphic, right? And I opened the calculator and this is kind of graphics, right? So this is GUI. Okay. So CLI means command line interface. So CLI means command line interface. Let's open command prompt. So we just need to write commands here, like command do this, do that. We just need to instruct here. We don't have any graphic here, right? So do you see any graphics here in this command prompt? No, right? So this is called as command line interface, and whatever we are seeing here, this is called as GUI. Okay. GUI requires more hardware. It needs more hardware. It is hardware consumption. In CLI, we just use commands. We don't need any hardware and all. But in GUI, we need more hardware. So that's why everyone prefer CLI. Okay. So let's see some of the basic commands in Linux. Okay, for Linux, we don't need to install anything. We don't need to we don't need any hardware, or we don't need to, it is free of course. And we can use Killer Coda and try commands from that. Okay, let me show you how to open Killer Coda. So you need to search for Killer Coda, and here you can see Killer Coda interactive environment. So click here, and here you can see playgrounds, right? You can click this, and you can use this Ubuntu CLI environment. Okay, so this is an empty environment, and you can try commands from here. Okay, let me click that. So this playground will just provide plain Ubuntu screen. So if you see here, we can have this CLI environment, and it is just for 60 minutes. For more than 60 minutes, you need to pay. So you can use for 16 minutes, then you can restart and you can use it again for another 16 minutes. Okay, so you can use like that. So for practice purpose, I think this Killer Coda would be enough for you. Okay, so let's start to learn some command. So I'm here in CLI environment, and I'll show you how to run commands and all. First of all, do we have any files here? So no, we can't see any files here, right? To see the list of files, you need to type ls command. So this ls command will show whatever the files inside this directory. Okay, so here you can see I have this one directory files. Okay, so ls is used to list the files. So here I only have file system. Suppose if you want to create any files, how will you create in Windows? You need to click new, and you need to click file, then you have to provide the name, and then you need to press enter, right? Similarly, in Linux, you use touch command. For example, touch, okay, file 1, and if you see ls, see the file is created. Okay, and suppose if you want to create more files, then you can type touch file 2, file 3, file 4. Okay, so if I click ls, see here file 1, file 2, file 3, file 4, all the files has been created. Okay, so now I don't want this file 1. I want to delete this file. How will you delete in Windows? You will right click and click delete, right? But here you can just type rm and the file name. And the file name. You can just paste it. If you enter CLS, now the file is gone, right? So this is how we remove the file. Okay, suppose if you want to create folders, just now we created just files, right? Suppose if you want to create folders, you can use mkdir. Mkdir with the folder name. Folder 1, folder 2. Okay, so I have created this 2 folder. Let's see if it is created or not. See, folder 1, folder 2 has been created. Suppose if you want to delete this folders, okay, rm command will work only for files. If you want to delete directory, then you need to use rmdir, the folder 1. Okay, and I am pasting it and running it. So see, folder 1 has been deleted. Suppose if you want to delete 2 folders or 2 files at a time, then how will you delete it? rm, the file name, file 3, I want to delete file 3, I want to delete file 4 as well. So click enter. Now if you see ls, the files has been deleted. Okay. Let's suppose if you want to delete, I don't want to delete one by one. I want to delete everything. Whatever is there inside this directory, I want to delete everything. How will you delete it? You need to delete like rm-rf star. Star means everything. You want to delete every files, whatever the files and folders, everything you want to delete. So if I click enter and if I give ls, see, nothing is there. Everything has been deleted. Okay. If you see here, there are so many commands, right? So I want to clear the screen. You can just click clear. So this will clear the screen. Okay. And if you want to see the history, whatever the commands I wrote, I forgot it. I want to see it back. So you can just use history command. So it will show you whatever the commands you used. Okay. Let's say I don't know where I am. I don't know in which directory I'm in. I don't know in which path I'm in. So you can use pwd. So it will show you the present working directory, which means I am inside this directory now. Okay. So if you want to go back, we have another command. I will tell you. Okay. So for now, pwd is used to see the present working directory. So here I am. Okay, let's create another folder. I'm creating mkdir and let's say fairy, Cinderella. Okay, I have created this 2 folders. If I give ls, I can see this 2 folder, right? I'm clearing the screen. If I give ls, I can see this 2 folder has been created, right? Suppose if you want to go inside this folder, you can go use cd. cd is used to change directory. Okay, cd Cinderella. If I give ls, see, I am inside Cinderella. If I give pwd, see, /root/Cinderella. I'm inside Cinderella folders. So here you can create any files. Touch file 1, file 2. Similarly, you can create full files. So inside Cinderella folders, I have created these 2 files. Okay. Suppose if you want to go back, so I want to go back to the root folder again. So you can use cd ... cd ... means will take you one step backward. Okay. If I give pwd now, I'm inside root folder. If I give ls, Cinderella and fairy, these 2 folders are there. Suppose if I want to see the hidden files, okay, some of the hidden files will be there, right? So if I give ls-a, it will show you the hidden files. See, so many hidden files inside this folder. So hidden file will start with dot. Okay, so whatever the files starting with dot means they are hidden files. Suppose I'm creating one file, dot hidden. Okay, touch. I have created this hidden file. I'm just pressing enter. Now, if I give ls, I can't see this hidden file, right? If I give ls-a, then I can see this dot hidden file. Okay. Suppose if you want to see the extra information about the files, like how, when they created, what is the permission of the file, you can use ls-l. So this will show you the date which the folder has been created, and these are all the things we will see later. For now, if you want to see extra information, you can use ls-l command. If you want to see the extra information about the hidden files, including the hidden files, then how will you see it? ls-la. So this will show you all the information about the hidden files as well. Okay. So let's say I want to see the extra information, the metadata information about the file. I want to see when they modified it. I want to see when is the last time is modified, when we accessed it. All the details I want to know means you can use this stat command. Okay, stat with the file or folder name. So see, it is directly when we accessed it, when we modified it, when we changed it, when it is birth, everything, all the metadata information you can see using this stat command. I think that would be enough for today's class. Tomorrow we will see about more Linux commands and how we will use them. Let me know in the comment section if you have any doubts or any queries. I will reply to everyone. If you found this video more helpful, do share and subscribe. Thank you everyone. Bye.